If you could choose one food that represents Australian eats more, what would you choose? The parma? The onion? The rissole? Or maybe you just choose shapes. The rankings of Arnott shapes is a hot button issue. Tiers aren't as clearly defined as the assorted creams. However, I'm going to do my best to explain which one is the best and which one is the worst. To begin, I'm going to rule out all the novelty limited edition flavors. Double cheeseburger, gone. Triple cheese toasty, not to be mistaken for the double cheese toasty, gone. Chicken parmy, pronounced like a Queenslander, gone. These Garbo biscuits are just a fading thought, soon to be lost into the infinite cosmos that is discarded Arnott's products. As for the big five, they're going to be tested on taste, the residue factor, and of course, the tomahawk test. At number 5, we have savoury. These shapes of people who like plain soda water and Kerry Ann Kennelly.
Who knows? I don't know. Have no idea.
They taste savoury, and they absolutely fail the residue test. Not much can really be said about a shape that calls itself savoury. I attempted a tomahawk test on these biscuits, but as you can see, it wasn't shit hot. So I came up with a new test, the hydraulic disbursement test. It involves a 2013 Holden Cruise hatchback, a car optimally designed for this test. As you can see, the car avoided the shapes like a school cohort avoids a kid who likes anime, but I wasn't going to let it go that easily. Cheddar cheese. Although after losing its close brother in 2016, nacho cheese,
Why? I don't know.
cheddar cheese has still remained in solitude. A somewhat good biscuit, easy to eat, it just simply doesn't get me off. I think this review from renowned shapes connoisseur sums it up. No real residue either. They really don't allow you to be your inner grub. But will they beat a car? No. No, they won't. Alright, here's the drama. I pored over the decision for the top 3 for weeks, analysing data, studying quantum theories, classical aesthetics, and here's my findings. Chicken Crimpy, number 3. Excellent shapes, you can smash a box in about 3 minutes. While cheddar cheese sadly lost its brother, Chicken Crimpy is a whole other story. It consumed its sibling, Chicken Drumstick, while in the womb, only to emerge victorious. The unique shape of the Crimpy is soft and rounded on the edges, so idiots with baby mouths like myself don't hurt themselves. The Chicken Crimpy has an okay residued game, however this factor becomes decidedly more important as time goes on. But how does the Crimpy fare against the 2013 Holden hatchback Cruise? Barbecue shapes, number 2. It was very hard deciding between the top 2, although the barbecue shapes have a cultural impact like no other.
This calls for barbecue shapes and a bottle of Baileys. Yeah.
No one is really upset when a pack of barbecue shapes is at a party, even though after the flavour change in 2016 and then the backtracking of Arnott's to rectify this mistake, barbecue shapes are back where they were before. So tangy. A tangy delight, barbecue shapes come in close to number 1. Ultimately, it was the residue factor which held it back. The residue is present, although it's a little bit too strong to just put your greasy fingers into. It's a little bit too much. And it did pretty well in the pressure test too. Since I've likely lost all of your respect by now by giving barbecue shapes number 2, I'm going to give number 1 to the pizza shapes.
Pizza time.
Equal in terms of texture as the barbecue shape, slightly better in taste, but marginally better in the residue factor. In fact, pizza shapes blow all the other tests off the shelves with its residue test. Barbecue shapes may hold the monopoly on Arnott's ads, but pizza shapes will forever hold a monopoly in my heart. And now here's a car going over it. That's my rankings of Arnott's shapes. In my next video, I'm going to go into a deep dark dive into the world of Arnott's ads.